One of the great things about being a part of eXp Australia is the fact that we get to participate in revenue share that is offered by eXp Realty. And let's look at it from just a brief point to look at the right-hand side of your screen. Let's imagine that you're Mr. Orange and you meet somebody either through a conjunctional deal or someone you already know in real estate. And they say, hey, I've seen you made the switch to eXp. What do you love about it? You tell them all the great features of what attracted you to eXp, and they say, that sounds perfect. That's exactly what I've been looking for. And you sponsor them into eXp Australia. You become their sponsor and it's recorded against their name. What will happen, and is by way of thank you, is the company will pay you up to 3.5% of the gross commissions that that agent writes up until the time they cap each and every year they're with eXp. Now, just to note, that doesn't come off of what the agent would earn, that comes out of company dollars. I'll move on and explain to you why we call it a cascading revenue share program. So let's imagine if we look to the right-hand side of our screen, again, you are Mr. Orange, and not only have you introduced Mr. White, Mr. Brown, Mr. Green, Mr. Black, and Mr. Brown again, so you now have 5 agents that you have personally sponsored. They in turn have also caught the vision about earning additional leveraged income simply by sharing the eXp story with other people they know in real estate. So this is how it would work. In addition, agents earn residual income from productive agents sponsored into their overall group. As an example, if you personally sponsor 5 productive agents to eXp and they sponsor their own productive agents, then you can earn up to $4,000 annually for each of those other agents. There's no limit to the amount an agent can earn. And so I'm going to share a little bit more in detail on a couple of additional slides. But what I want you is to capture a vision. There is a way that you can leverage your relationships. You can leverage the ability to earn additional income through this revenue share program here at eXp that's simply not offered anywhere else. I think in Australia, there's a couple of models that have actually tried to copy us, but all they could work out was that they could do it for 3 levels. As I share my screen, you'll see that is not where it stops with eXp. How to unlock the cascading revenue share. Let's first look at the slide in its entirety. If you look on the left-hand side, you can see there's a tier 1, a tier 2, a tier 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That's right. If you apply yourself, you can build a leveraged income up to 7 levels deep. How do you qualify? If you put your attention to the right-hand side of the screen where it says personal qualifying agent count needed, this person here represents you. You've shared the eXp story and you're bringing on agents. Now, as a reward for that, the company is paying you revenue share. That's right, out of top line dollars coming into the company. For each agent on your tier 1, you can earn up to a maximum of $3,500 per year. Once you've reached 5 or more agents that you personally have sponsored, you unlock tier 2. And for those agents on your 2-tier level, which are agents sponsored by those in your tier 1, then you can earn up to $4,000 for each of those agents every single year they're with eXp. Once you've personally sponsored 10 plus agents, that moves to unlocking tier 3, which gives you up to $2,500. And you can see it progresses. So once you've sponsored 15 or more agents, you unlock tier 4, 20 or more agents, you unlock tier 5, 25 plus agents, you've unlocked tier 6, and the final tier is unlocked once you have personally sponsored 40 plus frontline qualifying agents, meaning they're actually listing and selling properties. And that's amazing. What we do find is that there is no limit to what you could earn. Now, I'll throw in a disclaimer before I show you the next slide. Obviously, results will be different depending on how many people you sponsor and how hard those agents work in the actual listing and selling of properties. But Let's look at the next slide with that in mind. Here's the revenue share example of earnings. Now, again, this is just an example. This is a big disclaimer. Your results could be massively different. They could be much better. They could be much worse. But here's how it would look. So if you were to sponsor and you had 10 agents that you had personally introduced on your tier one, you could be earning up to $3,500 in additional, not $3,500, $35,000 in additional income for those 10 agents every single year. Now, if they also catch a vision and they're sharing the eXp story with people that they know in the industry, that could build your tier two income stream. And let's say those 10 agents each sponsored 2 agents to eXp. Now you would have 20 agents on your tier two, which would give you an additional $80,000 in leveraged income being paid to you every single year. Keeping in mind, everyone, this is an example, but it is a very, very achievable example. Now, once you have 10 or more agents that you've personally sponsored, you will have unlocked tier three. And at tier three, you're getting up to $2,500 for each of the agents on your tier three. So if all of your agents that are on your tier two also catch the vision, and over time they sponsor 2 of their own agents, you would now have 40 agents on your tier three level. That would mean that you would have an additional income to whatever you're earning from listing and selling properties. You would have leveraged income coming from tier 3, 2, and 1. 100,000 coming from tier 3, 80,000 coming from tier 2, and 35,000 coming from tier 1. There is nothing like this on the planet in Australia available to you. It is an amazing concept to actually be able to move you out of production, actively listing and selling homes as you move towards retirement. Obviously, you don't have to retire. You could just continue to build this. Imagine if you had an additional income of $215,000 coming in, leveraged, no home opens, no listings, no legals, no inspections, none of that, just additional leveraged income coming through from revenue share. And as you can see, it would continue to carry on. And imagine the income available to you simply by sharing the eXp story. These figures are not a guarantee, representation, or projection of earnings or profits you can or should expect. They also do not include expenses incurred by agents in operating their own business. eXp Realty makes no guarantee of financial success. Success with eXp Realty results only from successful sales efforts, which require hard work, diligence, skill, persistence, competence, and leadership. Your success will depend upon how well you exercise these qualities.